there, Scorpio. Welcome to reading for the week of August 6th. And this week, definitely check out astrojar.com for more awesome readers and astrologers. But let's see what is going on for you. Some sort of change. Everybody getting 10s for some reason. You have 2 10s. A lot of other people have had 2 10s. So that makes sense. Let's see what's going on for you. You start off with the 3 of spades. Again, some sort of change. You also have the 2 of spades. For some of you, this could be a breakup, going through some sort of breakup or separation at this time. Not necessarily a bad card. It does, represent something that needs to leave. So I'd say if something needs to leave, let them leave. It can also represent anything else. This could represent cutting something else out. There's been like a focus on diet and exercise and all that other stuff. So again, this could be you just like cutting food out or making some sort of dietary change or something as well, depending on your situation. Next, you have the 10 of diamonds. Very good card for money and more money coming in. 10 of diamonds and the 10 of hearts I consider cards of fortune after difficulty, meaning, they represent some sort of positive change after a difficult period of time. So that's nice. This could also represent just a lot of activity at work, or could represent you just putting in a lot of energy at work just in general at this time. I would say other than that, this card is sometimes like the card of secret knowledge, and I'm kind of getting that for you. I would say that if you have any ideas, or if you're, kind of like starting a business or something like that, I would say keep your ideas to yourself at this time. This card can represent needing to like not share ideas, because again, it's not saying somebody else could steal them, but it is saying that, somebody could be like, that's the stupidest idea I've ever heard. It hurts your feelings, and then you don't do it. So, be careful of that. I would also say in relationships as well. Again, if you're interested in somebody, I would say it would probably be a bad week to, tell your friends or something, because who knows, they might make it awkward or something like that. Next, 10 of spades, again, can represent some sort of change. Can represent disappointments or fears of disappointments, and stuff like that, I would say. So, definitely something to think about, but and again, it can represent, it's mostly fear, so, things that don't exist, basically. And it can represent being worried about being taken advantage of. This can represent long-distance relationships, which comes up a lot recently. So, again, maybe you're worried if you're in a long-distance relationship about, like, where things are going, or, what the other person is doing. I would say let that stuff go at this time. Other than that, this can be a great card of starting new things, starting new businesses, traveling, anything like that. Next, you have the 4 of spades, some sort of recovery coming in for you at this time, so experiencing some sort of recovery in some area of your life. If you've been sick, it can represent a recovery there, injured, anything like that. It can also just represent a time where you're like taking more time to rest. You probably are using a lot more energy at this time, so you probably need more rest, I would say, so pay attention to that. No arguments in the home, by the way. Avoid all arguments at all costs, basically, under this card. Next, 2 of spades, again, can represent separation, some sort of breakup. This can also just represent you changing your mind about something. And, again, I would say follow your mind changes. Follow your daydreams with this card as well. Again, you could have, like, crazy daydreams that, maybe go against your beliefs or are leading you in a different direction. But, that could be very important with this card. Next, 9 of diamonds. Again, another death card. A lot of people getting these, like, death cards this week. Now, this card is sometimes called the coffin. And again, it represents like the death card in the tarot, just something new coming in, death, transformation. It can also just represent the ending of like a relationship or the ending to something. So, let that stuff go if you need to. But other than that, it can be a great card of like more money coming in, financial growth, making more money, and even like raises and promotions at work. So I really like to see that. Excuse me. And finally, you have the 6 of hearts. 6 of hearts is definitely a very good card of being on the right path, going in the right direction, and kind of like seeing things work out for you in certain areas. I always say this is a card of like, it's not really a card of second chances, but it is a card of like needing to try something again. It says if you've been trying to do something, maybe you need to try it again because it could work out better this time. So if you've like tried a business, hasn't been working out, this card says try again because it could work out better. If you've tried a relationship, again, same thing. This can say, like, try again, basically, because the energy could be better at this time. Other than that, it can also be a card of, like, questioning a relationship. You do have a lot of cards of questioning a relationship here, I will say. So, again, if you're in a long-distance relationship or in a relationship where you're just not sure, like, where you stand or whatever, these cards represent either, number one, waiting and just kind of going with the flow here and just seeing what happens, because, again, there probably will be a lot of clarity in the future. or being very open but non-confrontational, I would say, with that 4 of spades. So again, if you're not sure where you stand in a relationship, communication would probably work out best here. Again, for a lot of you, I do feel like this could be a love relationship, but it could also be some other type of relationship as well, like work relationship or something like that. Again, maybe you're not clear as to where you stand at work or something, but other than that, it looks really good. I would say might be a good week for you to lay low. Let's put it that way. Like I said, there's nothing really bad here, but it might just be a good week for you to kind of, gather your energy and just see what happens next week. But looks good. So thank you for watching. What I was gonna say is enjoy your week.